Yeah, I just like it when you're like, I rolled a 50. I'm like, oh boy, how much do I want to fucking hit him in the back?
It's like hitting a fucking wall.
50?
What was that?
It's like
I said 15, not 50.
Oh, I thought you said 50. He's like, how the fuck do you roll it high?
Very carefully.
Very careful. You take every dice and you roll it every time until it adds up to 50.
Okay, can I stand up now?
Yes, you could always do. It's just you're drunk and you have to roll dexterity checks to get up.
Okay.
With still disadvantage because you're still drunk.
I want to get up.
How many dice do I have on me right now? Yeah, we got 5d6s on me.
Okay, I got a low 13. Can I get up at all?
Nope, you fall immediately back over as you try to get up. Siona just like has stopped looking at asterisks as she's teaching Ramos, and she's also teaching everyone because she's talking this out loud. Siona, already knowing a Fae tradition, turns around and just laughs at this druid falling down in a drunken stupor.
Curse you, Asterisk! Curse your booze!
Asterix looks at you.
She's in mourning.
Asterix looks at you after teaching everyone how to truly mourn someone who has died, and says, "I mean, you asked for it. I told you it was strong, and you drank it anyway."
I walk over, I loom over her, grinning. So you suck at walking.
Asterix actually gives you a high five for that. That is the first time you ever see any appreciation.
I want to punch him so bad.
Yeah, you have to get off the floor to do that.
Alright, here's the deal.
One at a time. One at a time. Right. Aiden, what'd you say? It's Aiden, Jalen, and then Joe. Alright, so Aiden, what'd you say?
So, gonna have to get off the floor to hit me.
Okay, Jalen, what'd you say?
All I'm saying is, if you hit me, then I'm gonna hit you back, and there's a good chance that I dive in front of Aiden when you try to hit him. Just watch it.
Joe, what'd you say? Because I saw your icon as well.
Pain. I drank water right as he said the joke.
Oh, shit. Okay. I was like, there was so many people talking, I was trying to decipher everything. So Asterix teaches Ramos that. Mind you, her weapons are not on the back right now. They're currently on the grave. Kill the druid.
Kill the druid in her sleep.
So, Siona, being a fair sport actually helps Magnolia up. And helps her sit next to the turtle, and then goes back to where she was sitting. Who is actually wait? So it's Jalen's next to her, which is where Siona is as well. So it's Jalen's next to her and Joe. Joe, do you want to move the weapons you're currently sitting on? I just realized that.
Am I sitting on weapons?
You're sitting on her two weapons.
I probably want to get off of those, huh?
Roll a strength check. Because they are heavy.
I'll help him.
Yeah.
Roll with advantage.
I rolled a 23.
Okay, so you're used to it. However, you do feel they're actually weighted more than your great axe and your normal weapons you've ever used. Okay. Like they're specifically weighted for Asterix herself, just because of her height. Alright, so Asterix actually back in a somewhat joyous mood. So, you can ask her anything.
I saved it.
Good job.
You saved it by actually how to properly mourn it.
Yeah.
I don't think they've been properly introduced, but I don't have a name.
You always get. I thought the running gag was you always get interrupted.
That is a good gag, but also like. How about this? We let the group give me a name.
I want Asterix to give you a name.
I'm calling you V.
Okay.
I want Asterix to call you fucking John. Just because it's such a fudging default name, and that's how
I'm not going by John.
Go by V. Do it.
No.
Come on. Complete the circle.
No.
Circle, more like a line.
Yeah, honest to God.
Yeah, so as everyone, as you just dwell on that for a bit, Siona actually looks at Jalen since she's right next to you. Wow, Asterix is now sitting next to Ramos, discussing more Fate traditions. And Siona stares at you intently at first. Like, she's kind of like scoping you up and down.
I mean, I don't really know how to say anything to that. Just like, what the fuck is she doing?
Are you gonna ask her that?
Oh, Wyatt.
What's up?
This is one of, I don't know what this means, but they said this is a thing that I have. This is like an attribute or something I have. It's part of my background or something. I don't know, but
what did you send it to me?
I DM'd you it, yeah. But
okay. Oh no, I know that. I know that. You
okay.
So actually, as you look into her eyes, you see similar haunted gaze somewhat, as you do when you look in your own mirror.
Fuck. Oh no, that's bad. Shit.
So she looks at you, and then actually roll. Actually, you can't roll for this, can you? Hold up, let me double check this real quick.
Do I need to roll deception?
Roll perception with disadvantage.
Perception with disadvantage. Okay. Ow, my ears. Jesus Christ. Wow, I actually just rolled 2 8s. That's crazy. I rolled a 17.
Okay, so you feel something tug at your waist, but you can't see it, and all of a sudden, your 2 special blades are gone.
Oh.
I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream.
Well,
Where'd they go?
Before you scream, you had not seen the movement or actually anything from Siona movement, and all you see is Siona's like analyzing both of your daggers.
Excuse me. Asterix, it's your daughter.
Asterix just looks at you like just looks at you like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do about this. She did not take them to steal them. She's actually just analyzing them.
Yeah, still should probably keep them close. They're your secret weapon.
I'm sitting right next to her. It's fine. So,
yeah, it's
so
not.
What you doing?
These markings. Did you make them?
I don't remember. Can I have them back? I feel very lost without them.
This guy named Joe. This guy named Joe made them.
No. For one, I know who makes them because I know his background and I added it so that way he'd have some character depth with these weapons.
No, Joe made them.
Huh?
No, Joe didn't.
Joe did.
These markings are older than you. And this is a curse bound to you. Not from this world, but from the next. And she hands you both of them back.
Thanks. I kind of just remember waking up with them. not exactly. I don't know what happened to me, man. I just kind of woke up one day,
It's most likely tied to. It's most likely tied to these daggers because of how strong the curse is. Because it's a double-edged. Yeah, they technically are a cursed item.
Nice. I mean, you don't have to do anything if it's cursed.
Yeah, it's for one, it's technically cursed, and that's why you have to bleed to it for one. And most cursed items are really powerful, but they have like a payoff. So she's saying one of the prices you probably paid was your memory.
Huh. Okay.
Just gonna let you sit with that. You just got outrogued by another rogue. I want to point that out.
Okay, I'm level 6 and this chick's been alive for like 100 years. Chill on me.
I know, but still, at level 6, I hate to tell you, you kind of reach max rogue efficiency really
That's
quick.
cap. That's cap. There's no way.
Max affinity.
No, everything else is just a nice cushy blow, but like your sneak, your sleight of hand, and your deception all cap out around 6.
Yeah.
Wait, you're telling me that teleportation is a nice cushy bow?
Yeah, that is a nice cushy blow. Wouldn't you say?
I think that's very integral to what I'm gonna be planning on doing.
I know, but still, it's nice cushy. Everything else, like sleight of hand and everything, you would not need
that is
teleportation.
very nice.
Yeah. So but yeah, you capped out at level 6 as a rogue. That's kind of why rogues are so powerful at the start of the game.
I see.
Same with monks.
So as she returns them, she actually pulls out something in turn to show you something of hers. Roll perception, because this is like a very innate artifact.
Okay. Roll.
Everyone else can roll perception. She pulled down the open. It's not like secret rogue talk over here.
Oh wait.
And she,
That's the wrong
but,
one.
well, actually, when she told you are cursed, she told in thieves can't. So only you and her know that.
I see.
I rolled a 16.
I rolled a 24.
Oh.
Okay, so she pulls out a crossbow. It is not your typical crossbow because it's made of pure dwarven steel. However, it is black. It is pure black. It is not dyed. It is not tinted. It is pure black dwarven steel, one of the rarest materials.
25.
And you okay. Same thing. You see all these kind of runes on it that are way they resemble some of the things on Astrix's body actually. And you get the sense that Astrix actually gave this to her. This crossbow has 2 slots for it. It has one on the top and one on the bottom. It has a special arrow in it, and you'd have to touch it to see what it does. And I would not recommend touching it though.
I want to touch it. Or can I ask her what it does before I touch it?
Yes, you can ask her what it does. I would definitely recommend you do that before you touch arrow.
Alright. I ask her what it does before I touch
In
it.
thieves can't or in regular talk.
I could also just like big brain to her, do the mind word thing.
But thieves can't is so much cooler because it signals you both rogues.
Sure, thieves can't then.
Depends on what arrow I load into it, she replies in thieves can't. This one is currently one laced with the blood of a Hydra Astrix Slade.
Yeah, don't want to touch that.
That's kind of why I said you kind of want to ask her before you touch arrow.
Couldn't I just
I
touch it
turn
with
to
Mage
Aiden.
Hand?
And I tell him that the arrow is peppermint flavored and he should lick it.
I turn to Aiden and Joe and I agree.
Yeah, alright, so for one, Joe, roll charisma with
Let
advantage.
me roll deception.
Okay. Roll deception. So for one, do you uncock this crossbow for one? Because it is cocked.
I ask her in Thieves Can't if we should let him lick it.
I mean, she replies in Thieves Can't. Why would you want to do that? She does not know you very well, and Astrix, like, anytime, like, has been very, not kind of said that Aiden's a shithead. She's actually talked pretty nice of all of you.
Don't worry, when you
Including
get to know us, you'll understand.
I'm not a shithead. I'm misunderstood, alright?
I don't know about that.
Alright, so she actually, instead of uncocking both crossbow arrows, she actually hands you one that's tipped in pure Hydra blood. And she says, do not touch the tip or anywhere near the tip.
Yeah, we'll just point it at.
So, roll deception with advantage since
did.
Joe's... Okay, what is
Oh
it?
wait, with advantage? Oh, it's actually
Because Joe technically helped you.
Oh, wait a second. I have
No way! I rolled a nat 20.
So,
27.
how are you gonna word this to somehow get Aiden to lick the tip of a crossbow bolt. It's gonna work, but I want to know how.
I don't know if we should.
I'll give you $5.
I feel like we might kill him.
It's a luck,
Do this,
friend.
actually.
No,
in a long life.
Alright, so you don't know how Hydra Blood works. It technically won't kill him at first. And
Your death
I
needn't
want-
come all at once.
I just want to know how this is gonna work, because it works on paper, it succeeds, but I want to know in the roleplay how this works in any capacity, because it
I mean-
works apparently.
I mean, he said it all. It tastes like peppermint.
I don't like peppermint, thank you, though.
That's okay.
It's too
well,
bad. Sorry, yeah, technically he can't do that.
What do you mean?
Technically.
I can't
You're
not-
gonna have to roll a con save though, regardless, to see if you can detect it. Just to detect if they're lying, but it's with disadvantage, and you have to roll above. You have to roll above a 20.
Okay.
You have to roll above a 20 since you rolled a natural 20. What's your total
Okay,
roll, Jalen?
So maybe we don't do. I rolled a 27 total, but maybe we just I don't know. I don't know about this one.
Maybe you just
You're him.
maybe.
It's too late. You've already rolled the ball, dude. This is D&D. You don't just stop.
Hey, someone could stop me.
No, we don't think about that.
No,
consequences
no
of our
one's
actions
stopping
here.
you, by the way. Everyone is kind of waiting to see how this acts. So you have to roll above a 27, Aiden.
Oh, I fucking
That is your
don't
target.
die? Wait, a constitution?
The Constitution to see if you don't believe them if you don't lick the arrow. And it has to be above a 27.
Wait.
Would it be charisma? Or intelligence?
No, it's con save.
Oh, nice. That's 7. Sure, let's do some fucking let's fucking kill me. Why not?
Okay.
I don't know if we should. Maybe we
You
should have
shouldn't.
him
You
take a little
shouldn't.
bit.
No, I don't know if I should. You shouldn't feed me poison. This very simple process, which is, hey, we don't want one of our guys to die, so why don't we not kill him?
We'll figure it out.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. We'll get both of the goblins back over here, and
Oh, perfect! It tastes like the goblin.
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to have to figure out how this is gonna work. Then you're gonna get someone of sound personality, because technically all this works on paper.
Stop me!
Asterix is just watching. Asterix is just watching.
Wait, she's they're poisoning
Wait,
me.
what about her daughter? What about her daughter?
Her daughter's just trying. You kind of persuaded her daughter to just kind of see how this plays out.
Nice.
Grimley is also
for that
stoned.
DM.
Grimley is also drunk as fuck, so his understanding of what's going on is kind of limited. I just words fail like how this works.
So, does anyone want to stop me?
All right. I'll
too
use
late,
Mage
you-
Hand to pluck it out of his hand and hold it to eye level, and I probably have to like roll a perception
I mean,
or
you can
to,
inspect
like,
it, yeah.
examine the arrowhead.
As you go to cast Mage Hand, it actually dispels.
Aaron Ramos just offhandedly said, "Isn't Hydra blood poisonous?"
You'd have to roll perception with disadvantage to see if you even know it's Hydra blood.
All right, let me see.
Because if you know what Hydra blood is, it's actually translucent. On arrow.
All right,
Very translucent or clear.
transparent.
Yeah.
Transparent.
It's trans.
Okay, math
trans-
rocks. Let's see what's up.
I'll roll perception. Fuck it. All right, 21.
It has to be above 27 because you just got deceived.
Okay.
All right, never mind. I got like a 17.
So what do I do?
I think Jalen's obscenely high modifier may have just killed Aiden.
I did get a nat 20, but because
Okay,
it's a disadvantage.
So, Aiden, this is going to be very specific. What I'm going to have to try to not to do so you don't go paralysis for 3 hours or you don't get poisoned.
Okay,
I'm going to need you to roll a con save with advantage +2. Because Asterix is actually gonna help you.
And Joe is
wait.
there, so another +2.
Yeah.
No,
'cause-
nope, it's only Asterix.
Really?
Only Asterix. Yep. Because
I rolled
'cause
unnatural
tech-
21.
Bard,
Okay.
help him. Inspire him.
so
I
as
get
you
it.
do it, oh my god, there's two effects I have to decide which is the greater evil.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I just blood is a little bit of a bitch.
So, actually, as this is happening, give me let me see if I can pull this off low-key cheatily. Hey Ramos, can you quickly roll a dexterity savings throw that's above 37?
What?
I'm not gonna say what's gonna happen, but he needs to roll above 37 to see if this is gonna happen.
Happening here.
I don't know if that's physically possible. My dexterity is only +3.
Well, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. As Aiden goes to, under the guise of being persuaded by some voodoo magic shit, lick the arrow, Asterix physically picks up the 7-foot-tall Ramos and chucks him at Aiden. Full on with one arm, not even fucking trying. Aiden, I'm gonna need you to roll a dexterity save. Well, you were closer to her.
That's
Her
fair.
daughter was to the right of her, and she's not got her own child.
Dexterity.
I made him
Because
slowly
you have to see if you catch Ramos. I mean, he's gonna hit you regardless. It's just one if you catch it.
Yeah.
I rolled an unnatural 20.
Alright, you managed to catch him. However, the sheer force. Ramos, how much weight does a dragon board have? It's roughly 500 pounds, right?
What?
Yeah, I should be somewhere around 450, 500.
You fat motherfucker.
I am a dragon.
He's 8 feet tall.
He's 7 foot. He's as tall as Asterix. Asterix actually weighs 300 pounds. So technically, you weigh around roughly due to your height, roughly 600 pounds.
How much does Gragas weigh? Questions for later.
Yeah.
So, like a bullet, since there was no way he could have succeeded this dexterity save, or Ramos could have, just gets whizzed through the air. So at such force, it actually pushes Aiden completely back 20 feet.
Oh!
Wow. That's
However, he does not take any damage because he drops the arrow and manages to catch this dragon board. However, you do fall over because I am going to say
Pick up the arrow.
Okay, that's how that scene played out.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The average weight for Dragonborns in 5e is 250.
I thought it was I thought it was above.
I mean, I can go look at the handbook.
Let me go look up dragon boards real quick. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it's average 250, but that may just be old knowledge.
It might be, and it might be 250 because I might be thinking of one with a tail because technically Ramos is tailless, right?
Yeah, I'm tailless. I'm
Okay,
one of the older that originally crossed over from, I can't remember what realm it is.
What kind of dragonborn are you, real quick? Yeah, no, it says right here they are tall and strong in ability, often standing close to 6.5 feet tall and weighing 300 pounds or more.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, so since you're 7 foot tall, you're an extra 3/4. I'm gonna say you're roughly 500 pounds.
Sounds about right.
And this has happened before all of you. And none of you have actually seen Asterix move that incredibly fast before. Except to save Natasha.
Like I said, I go pick up the arrow, look at Aiden, laugh, and then walk back to Asterix's
It's
daughter.
racist poison. Don't touch it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
but
can pick up the arrow. I just can't
Yeah.
touch
You
the tip
can't
of it.
touch the kid. Yeah, you just can't touch anywhere near the tip of the arrowhead.
Do I need to roll acrobatics to pick up this arrow?
No.
What?
Do 3 flips and then pick up the arrow and then do 3 more flips.
Oh,
Ramos would just laugh at that. He'd find this entire thing hilarious.
So no one else is gonna question the fact that like a citied woman managed to throw a dragonborn
I
roughly
want to while I'm
15
carrying the
feet.
arrow.
Okay,
Go ahead.
what are you gonna say?
Oh, okay. I want to while I'm carrying the arrow, as Asterix. Why she doesn't do that more?
I found throwing people to be kind of odd shapes because people she like starts like sizing people with her hands. It's just like they're not really aerodynamic. I have to throw them at such force that the wind has to rip around my throw.
All right. Out of all of us, who's the most aerodynamic?
Actually, the turtle.
Probably me.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
either
the
the
turtle.
Dragonborn or me shifted.
It's the shifter, the turtle, or the dragonborn. Because the turtle withdrawn, it has more aerodynamics than all of you. Because he can be thrown like a discus.
Beautiful.
All right. I
He's
walk
not
back
gonna
up
feel
to
good after it, but
My
I walk
turn.
back up to
Go,
her
go,
daughter
go, go. My
and
turn.
wait, what?
What's up?
Oh,
turtle.
I'm like, my turn, my turn.
Oh. He wants to be thrown next.
Actually kind of like looks at you and says, "How far do you want to be thrown?"
Like, to the end of the graveyard.
Oh, buddy.
She actually stands up for this. Mind you, this is like roughly over 90 feet. I'm gonna have to quickly roll a strength check, which I doubt she's not gonna succeed this.
While you're rolling that, I want to walk up to what's her name? Sinia, right?
Siona.
Siona.
Well, I'll walk up to Siona, give her the arrow, and thank her for not stopping me.
she laughs. Yeah, you're definitely gonna get pelted. Do you want to be withdrawn or non-withdrawn?
Withdrawn, because that'll give me, like, more, like, better speed or whatever.
Okay, so has like an Olympian, Asterix puts the turtle in withdrawn and throws him like a discus. The actual force of her throwing it impacts her feet deeper in the ground, and you just feel a rush of wind as you are thrown roughly 110 feet. You're gonna have to roll a dexterity saving throw, a con saving throw, and I think that's
acrobatics.
It. Yeah, it wouldn't matter because he didn't do the action. Oh, and a strength check. See if you can move.
What do you mean, like, after getting thrown?
Yeah, see if you can walk this off. All with disadvantage, just technically you got pelted at roughly... What's your average baseball? 90 miles an hour, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, so since you're technically being roughly thrown 90 miles an hour.
Alright, so, dexterity and, con?
Dexterity, strength, con, all with disadvantage. And they all need to be 18 or higher.
Oh, jeez.
And then I'll roll to see how much damage you technically take. So does anyone else want to ask the fact that this 7-foot-tall woman just pelted 2 people like they're literally footballs?
I look at her amazed and say, "You are incredible."
She like gets her feet out of the ground because she had like actually like impacted them in the ground from the sheer force it took to throw them. Shake out the dust, and that picture is so perfect to what just happened. Her daughter kind of laughed.
I turned to her
My
daughter and
one
said,
was,
"Do you know she can do
17
this?"
For dex.
What was that? What'd you get, Turtle?
17 for dex.
Okay. What was all the other ones?
What was it? Strength?
Strength, dexterity, and constitution.
Strength.
All with disadvantage.
13 was my lowest for strength and con.
I'm gonna have to roll 3 different die to see what kind of damage he takes, real quick.
11 for constitution.
So 2 of those are fucked. 1 of those you succeed. So since you so what was your dex? What was that first? Because I have 3 die, and that will determine how much HP damage you take.
I think that was 17 because like that one I have like a +2, so
Well, technically you fail all of these. I'm gonna be nice and roll a d4.
all right.
You take 4 points of damage. Because the
geez,
3
I
die I
haven't even
rolled
had
was a d. What was that?
I was like, I haven't even put on the new staff yet, so like I don't even have the HP yet.
Okay, well, too bad. You take 4 points of damage, and you actually leave a smoldering crater as you
That's why
land.
we don't let the drunk turtles say things.
He's not
I'm
drunk.
not drunk.
He's
I
not
didn't
drunk.
drink
He
Oh,
it.
never
not?
drink.
I thought,
He
I
never
thought
drink.
he and Nat were both drunk.
No, it's only Natasha and Aiden.
Okay.
And Aiden's not like completely drunk. He's semi-drunk.
All right, I'm at 28 health now.
You're in a crater, and since you rolled such a low strength, you're gonna need help out of it.
Yeah, I'm like on my back and I'm doing the thing when like turtles throw their arms around.
Yeah, you're trying to roll over. Alright, so no one's gonna question the fact that she literally ripped through wind in a throw of a
I already
human
commented on
being.
how cool she was.
Ryan was just straight up laughing. Finds that he's like, God damn, that was amazing.
So Siona, to respond to your question that she know she could do it. Siona only sells you in Thieves' Cant. She's fought a fire giant before with her fist.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh damn!
That was for my 10th birthday, she tells you.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
doesn't everyone
Don't
just want
ask
their
her.
parent for their 10th birthday to go fight an indomitable beast with their fist?
I mean, look, man, my parents told me to get the fuck out when I was 3.
Okay. Okay,
You have no
Jalen,
wings, leave.
what would you say, Jalen?
I want to ask her in Thieves' Cant.
Who's Siona?
I don't know. Yes, Siona. I don't know how to work. I want to know what her class is, but I don't want to say what's your class because that's not like.
Well, she's a complete rogue. I can tell you out of it. She's a rogue, and she's actually my first ever rogue from like 3 years ago,
Jay, you
and
should
she is
use
the
that as
most.
you should use that as an opening line for when you match with someone on Tinder. Ask them what's your class.
What's your
Yeah.
D&D class in
Yeah,
5th
what's your
edition?
That's disgusting.
Hi, I'm Jay. I'm level 19.
So, what are you gonna ask her? And that's one of the reasons why she knows Steve can't is because she's a rogue. I tried to give it away without saying.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, I don't know how to like word things, man. 'Cause I don't want to say something that would be too.
I want to find out funny. Keaton is completely unfazed that he watched 2 people get thrown and one of them was directly next to him.
This is fine.
Joe's like the epitome of the dog on the table while the house is on fire. Everything is a-okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask her where she learned to steal shit so efficiently.
She replies in Thieves' Cant, do not tell my mother, but I stole a lot growing up as a kid.
Ooh. What was her favorite steal?
She looks at you and actually whispers this in Thieves' Cant to hide this from Asterix. When I stole Asterix's flask. But she says her mom.
That's funny. Wait, how did she get it back then? Or was it a different flask?
No, it was actually her family flask. She stole it but gave it back. Because Asterix would be furious, because that's been in like the families for like 3 generations.
What an invaluable resource for a barbarian.
Yeah, to be drunk and rage. That's all you need. Asterix sits back down. And by the way, Ramos is still on top of Aiden's character, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, is that ever
I'm
gonna
still,
get
rolling
resolved?
around in the crater.
Natasha, are you still drunk behind?
Wait,
Natasha, what is your reaction to all this?
wait, did our wizard get Yamcha'd?
He literally got thrown at the speed of your average baseball, which was roughly 94 miles an hour, 100 feet. Because he wanted to be thrown by the barbarian. So he's back by the car in a crater right now. On his back.
What does she look like?
Oh, hey.
Fiona.
Well, alright. Need to do. This is an old commish I did like a while ago. I used to have one for Asterix, but I lost it somewhere along the lines.
Wait, she's clean.
What?
She looks so cool.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the fact she has no tattoos, unlike her mom, who literally entire body is covered in tattoos.
She looks sick though. I really like it.
Right. So, anyone else gonna comment on the fact of what the fuck just happened, or is everyone gonna just treat this like this is normal?
I mean, considering we have a ghost barbarian on a coin, I don't think we'll be surprised by much.
Okay. Asterix sits back down. Actually, she doesn't sit back down. She moves over to Keaton, and she picks up both of her weapons, and puts Siona actually on her shoulders, and starts walking back to the car to go help the
Is she
turtle.
coming with us? The car?
That's one for you to ask Asterix.
I run up to her excitedly. Is she coming?
You saw what the picture looked like with the old commission. Immediately, you want her.
Bro, she's cool. She looks so cool. That's all I value. If you look cool, I like you.
Okay. Asterix doesn't reply. She just keeps walking with a smile. The first time you've ever seen her smile outside of killing things.
Dude, come on. You can't do this to me, Asterix. Let me know, please.
She can ride on Prom here.
Let's fucking go!
Gimli follows slowly behind in somewhat of a drunken stupor, but he's a dwarf, so he's kind of used to it. He's a functional drunk. So, is anyone else gonna follow? Or you guys all gonna be abandoned in the graveyard?
No.
I'm behind him.
I'm
dude.
gonna be right behind the dwarf.
Okay.
I'll follow with you.
Natasha? Is Natasha even here?
Natasha is the graveyard.
I'm also gonna say Asterix just drags her.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Unless anyone else wants to carry a 300-pound druid.
I can
Nope.
probably do it.
Roll for a strength check. It needs to be at least above 16. Since you're paladin.
17.
Okay, you pick her up.
See what it counts you.
So,
Oh, 200 pounds?
200 pounds? You retconned that after I complained at how much you made her weigh. She thought someone being 5'3", being 250 pounds. Oh, no, it was not that. I will show you the original screenshots. She thought someone at 5'3", weighing 200 extra pounds was not fat.
They're just rotund. Leave them alone.
You
They're
fucker.
just big boned. They're just big boned.
Okay, Eric Cartman.
Wait, what? Is that where
That's
that comes from?
Yeah, that's where it comes from. Is Eric Cartman's the fattest kid on South Park, and every time they're like, "Eric, you're fat," he's like, "I'm not fat. I'm big bone."
I did not know that actually.
Oh my gosh, it's my greatest line. That and respect. You gotta respect my authority. Respect my authority.
I think I've heard that one.
Oh my god, that's like the greatest one. Alright, so Asterix makes it back to the car and with one hand just picks up the turtle from the crater and puts him in the car in one fell swoop. Don't mention it. Next time, pick a better landing spot though.
Yeah,
Jump in the car.
Any-
I want to jump in the car as close to the horse as possible.
Okay. So you want to sit next to Asterix, as Asterix is in the front of the cart, since she has it. Okay.
I'm sitting on top of the cart.
It's not that kind of cart, Joe, but you know what? Just for you, I'll say it is a covered wagon. I don't want to be part of it while I'm drunk, but I have to. Natasha, what are you talking about? You're doing great. You're fine. So, where do you guys head? Because Asterix get everyone back in the cart. She actually kind of pats off Silverhand because he's kind of dirty from being pelted at by a fudging dragonborn.
Mm-hmm. Aiden's not gonna question that because in character he doesn't know what that was.
No, he does. He literally does. The fudging. He didn't know how it happened or why, but he saw it.
He doesn't know what the arrow was.
Oh, he doesn't.
So in turn, he wouldn't know why Asterix threw someone at him.
Just gonna have a
Alright, so where do you guys head? You have the map on the back of the coin. Do you follow? Remember, the coin tells you where the witch is.
Let's ask Asterix if she wants to see their witch again, I guess.
Is that what everyone...
Yeah. Does her daughter know who the witch is?
You're gonna have to ask, Fiona that.
Well, I mean, I guess I ask her then.
Are you just gonna say the witch? 'Cause that's not gonna be very descriptive.
We don't have a name. Do we?
Yeah, because none of you asked her her name.
Oh, maybe Asterix knows. I'll ask Asterix if her daughter knows the witch. How about that? That's an easier way to do it.
What witch? I know like 3.
The one that put you on the coin.
Oh, Morgana.
Oh, fuck off. Bullshit hitbox prick.
It seems like Aiden got hit with one too many Qs.
Well, Morgana is like literally one of the most common Fey Elf names. If you don't know,
yeah,
it is quite common.
I was like looking up other cool Fey Elf names. It was like Morgana. I'm like, that's a perfect witch's name. When I first made Morgana, and she's like, you know what her title is, right? As she starts riding the horse up.
Beats me.
You met the Witch of the Waste and you don't know her name? Asterix just laughs very boastfully. Man, you met one of the most powerful magic users in Sword Coast and you don't even know her name?
I didn't think to ask. We were kind of in a bad situation.
And then my jaw drops, and I'm like, "Oh my god, the most powerful magic user! We have to go back now."
Who else could have put someone on a spirit and soul on a coin?
I don't know. You said you know 2 other wizards.
They're lesser. Only Morgana can bind souls to things. And even then, that's a finicky art.
I want to go see her now, bro.
Well, the coin points you to where she is at all times.
Alright, let's go then.
Is this everyone's conclusion, or is this Jalen just want to sit?
This is mine.
Am I gonna have to just go off?
That's what I was gonna say.
Towards the plot? Can I go towards the plot?
Oh no.
Well, Morgana is actually towards the plot.
Fine. We're going for
Because she is. Because remember, Joe. Remember, her house moves.
Yeah, her house does indeed move.
And she did send meter when you're in the city, not the town, the city. And that's where the plot is.
The goblin.
The city.
I don't know if we should bring up the goblin right now in front of Asterix, though.
Yeah, probably not. We'll run into her if we run into her. We'll see.
So
trying to get the fucking civilization. These
Fiona. Alright, so hold up. Fiona. Not Fiona. Sorry, Fiona. No, a little tired. Well, names are merging together. Fiona. Actually, very lovingly pets the horse. It was a horse she grew up with her childhood before it died.
Wait, The childhood friend died, or the horse died?
The horse.
The horse died. The horse died. Yeah, she.
They're great
no,
friends until one of them suffered
no.
a great and terrible tragedy of death.
No, Gimli's not a childhood friend. Gimli is older than Siona
Okay.
by like a couple, like 20 or 30 years.
I wanna ask Siona and Grimly why they were at the graveyard. I mean, obviously
Siona
paying
just-
respects, but
Siona looks and she says, "I tend to that graveyard every day, like my mom taught me to. Tend to the dead."
convenient timing, I guess.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like plot pushed people together.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, as you so you're heading towards oh my god, I'm really fucking tired. To the main central city. You come across a clearing, and well, you start dancing the further, deeper woods, and all of a sudden you come across a big, open, familiar clearing.
Hmm.
Roll perception to see what you see.
Bet.
Is that everyone?
That's everyone to see what you see.
Right. And is this a clearing that I recognize because I wasn't here for?
Nope. Only Jalen, Aiden, Natasha. Natasha, you're also no longer drunk since you've been riding for 4 hours.
Do.
Joe.
Alright.
Natasha, you here?
I rolled a 19, by the way.
Okay. What'd you roll, Joe?
One moment.
Okay, what'd you roll, Aiden?
I rolled an 18.
Alright,
13 for me.
Natasha, you can talk on the mic. You're no longer drunk. You've been riding for like 4 hours.
Woo, got a 17.
Everyone rolled higher than me.
It's ironic. Joe, when you first met the house, you rolled lowest out of everyone. And now you're back to the house and you rolled the lowest out of everyone.
Place hates me.
So as you approach the house, you feel... Natasha, you gonna talk or am I gonna have to read? Alright, guess ringing it is. So as you approach the familiar clearing, you feel every single one of you. I need you to roll a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving?
That's free.
That is very free.
I rolled an 18.
Well, it's not gonna do anything to you. It's just gonna see how much warm you feel towards the house.
24.
27.
Okay.
At the bar old bug.
Alright. 15. So, what everyone else roll? Come on, tell me your numbers. Turtle, what'd you roll?
Alright, charisma
Yes.
got 12.
Okay. So, it's ironic. The turtle feels more at home. So, Turtle and Natasha, you're both charmed for like an hour. Aiden, what'd you roll?
I rolled an 18. For this is a perception check, right?
No, this is a...
No,
this is
it's
charisma.
Constitution or Charisma saving throw.
Good.
You should definitely succeed this. You're a bard. If you fail this is gonna be the funniest thing.
Sorry.
Unless you get like
17.
How'd you roll lower than me?
It was only a 17 after all your modifiers.
Yeah, 9 plus 8.
It's probably a 10.
Damn.
Yeah, I was about to say it's probably like fudging a low number and they just got plus really
Yeah.
high.
Mm.
So all of you feel this overpowering warmth towards you. Like it is like pressing down on you, as you don't. You all feel somewhat familiarity, every single one of you. However, Jalen, Joe, Aiden, Natasha, you don't see the same house. You actually see a much finer and better house in the middle of the clearing. Has
I walk
Asterix.
up and knock on the door.
Well, I was about to say Asterix gonna pull the card up to it. Asterix pulls the card up and ties Promare up as she gets Siona off the horse. So, Jalen, you knock on the door, right?
Yes.
Now, as you knock on the door, there's no response.
I knock on the door again.
Okay. Asterix stops you before you go to knock on the door. She's like, "Is this how you got in the first time?"
No, she almost killed me.
Asterix knocks a very certain and melody in the door, and the door creaks open, and you see the same blonde-haired woman that you saw before that gave you the coin with the inscription on it.
Howdy. We're back
I
to
see.
Cemetary.
I see. The whole gang is here. Asterix kid, Asterix drinking buddy, everyone else, including people I've never met.
Yeah, it's okay.
I guess Ramus would just be really confused. Like, do I? What?
I mean, I'm like charmed at the moment, so.
No, Charm doesn't do anything. All it does is anything she says, you treat like a very good friend. You kind of do is whatever she says.
Oh, I thought Charm was like charm person, like he could mind control them or something. I thought it was. Like,
Well, that's not my. It's not mind control. It's her. She passively emanates it.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like the house. It was gonna be attacked.
Oh, Ramos, you even though you're not here, there, you actually feel the overwhelming familiarity and kindness from this woman.
Okay.
Like, it's almost edging all of you. She slowly opens the door more, and her white robes are somewhat have dark marks on them from like some spells she's cast, and they're somewhat black, but they're still white.
Tama, did you say it's edging all of us?
Stop.
No, it's creeping in the back of your mind, edging to your thoughts about this warm familiarity, this kindness that's coming from this person.
Etching.
Someone,
Etching.
Etching. Yeah, I misunderstood.
it's fine. It's D&D. Clarification is a must sometimes. I understand.
Do I have to roll charisma to ask for permission to come?
Oh my god.
No. So, so she opens the door and she says, "Come in." The house has Asterix and Siona enter. Actually, gets much larger, like an extra 2 stories and
I
somewhat
look,
wider.
I look at Morgana and say, "How the fuck do you do this?"
You just know. You just. She tries to think of a way because she doesn't want to belittle you. She knows your intelligence and everything, but as a rogue, you're not. You're somewhat versed in magic, but even if you go full soul knife, technically that's spiritual energy, not magic. So she's trying to think of a way not to belittle you. Sometimes we don't know what's possible. We only know what's improbable.
Good enough.
Says every single one of you enter this house.
Then I pull out my spell book and like my new staff and like I show it to her. It's like, can you help me out with the staff? Like I can't really get it to work or something. Like I don't know like what you need to do for like attunement or something.
The staff, she doesn't even
Yeah.
touch it. She moves her hands and it flings from your grip a bit to her because you're still at the cart, right? Or did you get closer to her?
Well, like she invited us in, so I'm like at the doorway. It's like,
Okay, so she picked lifts it from your hand with magic. A
Mhm.
big spell goes over it, and the crystal lights up full green. You don't need to tune every magic item. It's just when some jackass hits it with a fucking over the side of a stick that you need to knock the rock back in place.
What?
So every single one of you go in the house now. Just making sure. So, as you go, there is how many of you in total besides the 3 NPCs?
7,
It's-
right? It's me, Natasha, Aiden, Joe, Ramus, Turtle Boy. Or is it 6? It's 6, my
I
bad.
think it's 6, yeah.
It's so 9 seats form up. 9 very comfy seats, similar to the ones you actually sat in before, all appear.
I motion Ashton's daughter to sit next to me so I can talk to her about it.
Asterix, like, kind of like a caring parent, sits next to Siona at the middle of the table. Not at the
Hey,
table,
I'm
the middle
not.
of the seats.
I look to Asher and say, I'm not like this other fucker we have. I'm not gonna try and fuck your daughter.
It's not that I don't trust you. It's that I don't trust her.
Understandable.
What's her response to that?
She just kind of is flustered and blushing.
So where y'all
Yeah.
sitting?
Yeah, where are you sitting? There's seats for everyone. Gimli sits next to Asterix. I know that. Dead silence. No one sits. Everyone stands.
No, I'll take a seat. Just wherever's free.
Okay, so it's gonna go. You're gonna sit next to Grimly. On the other side of Aiden, not Aiden. Jalen's gonna be Joe. Then on the opposite side of the table, it's gonna be Natasha, Turtle, Ramos, and actually no, Ramos you're gonna be to the left of Turtle. Turtle you're gonna be at the end, and then towards what would be the front of the table, like of a square table. Morgana's gonna sit in a very more luxurious chair is gonna come out from
Nice.
as she sits down.
Wait, where am I sitting again? Sorry.
You're sitting next to damn it, I just said it, I can't fucking remember. So you're sitting next Alright, so you're sitting next to Ramos. That's right. Sitting next to Ramos.
Based.
Okay. So Turtle, you're actually next to Morgana, and if you want, you can roll perception check.
all right. Perception. Yeah,
Oh shit, you gotta roll with disadvantage or charmed.
oh yeah, I forgot.
I did too. So
Yeah.
Morgana, as he's doing that, says, I see you wasted no time in coming to see me.
10.
So you see this woman with beautiful long blonde hair, similar to as long as Asterix is. Not as long. It only goes up to her back of her waist. Not as long as Asterix. You see the nice blue eyes, red lips. She is similar more to Siona in build than Asterix. Asterix is like kind of the only outlier here. And from being around Asterix, you can detect that this person is clearly Fae. They are not half Fae, they are total Fae. So again, as she says, so you wasted no time in coming to see me again.
Hey man, what can I say? We missed you. That soup we gave us was fire.
Well,
You even asked my name.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't really thinking about it considering there was that creature outside.
I mean, you gave us a map directly to your house, so, pretty self-explanatory.
I gave
Plus
you a
Asterix
map
told us.
with the. She looks at Asterix, and Asterix like turns to you like she was gonna punch you.
Oops.
But she doesn't. What name did she tell you?
The one that starts with an M.
What completely did she tell you?
She's called you Morgana. Oh wait, what was the? I keep forgetting the title.
It's best she don't remember the title. She doesn't like her title.
Okay, then I'll just say all I remember is her telling me your name was Morgana.
I see. Well then. I gave you a map to the entire area and to show, in order to keep attunement to the spirit, it had to know my house's location. However, I did not expect you to show up here less than a week's time.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like, we weren't doing anything else, so.
yeah. Plus,
for what it's worth,
probably,
I have no idea why we're here either.
Oh yeah, this guy never met
some
her.
of our new party members should probably talk to her now.
Oh,
She makes
yeah,
great soup, by the way.
All right.
Well, I got a new staff, but it can't seem to work right.
Well, she fixed it before you even
not
entered the
quarter
house.
Staff, the face staff.
That's the same staff.
Oh.
I just added extra ability to it because I felt like it wasn't good enough for you.
What about
Natasha? At your current level.
Didn't
Is
she
that
get a
like the
staff too?
default quarter staff? Because I know that one didn't break; it just got scuffed.
Yeah, it just got scuffed. It's the one that Asterix gave you.
Oh, the Tree of Life one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So as you are sitting around, like there should be a table there, she snaps her finger and a very elegant table with a tabletop and very cloth that covers it goes across, and before you, each and every single one of you is your favorite kind of food.
Nice.
Yo.
Like, how is it created? Was it like snap her fingers and like it came out like from like?
It was
It came out of poop.
Like conjuration.
No, she didn't conjure it. She just snapped her fingers, and at seemingly at will it came out just from her will alone.
Don't worry, it's good.
Don't worry, to most of you, who I'm pretty sure would assume it's poison. It's not poison.
I have full trust in her. I turn to her, say thanks, and start eating.
Next to each of your food is a bottle of wine and a glass of water. And it's pure water. It's not mineral water, and it's not distilled water. It's pure water in its full essence.
Sip.
I guess I'll mix half and half to drink watered down wine.
I was just gonna like think about it for a second, then decide that he just doesn't understand, and that the best thing to do is to just start eating.
Yeah,
I like too many questions.
I like this guy.
Since we went to the tavern when it was still standing, so I'm sure we'd all be starving.
Yeah, that's a
Cool.
good point.
I only drink the wine. Natasha, you can talk. You don't want to get drunk. Okay. So as you eat, Morgana looks at you, Turtle, intently.
She's doing that stare. Good luck,
You coming
fucker.
on to me?
By the way, her stare is like knives.
Oh, I mean, I'm
she can see me while I'm invisible. Just for fair warning.
When he's in the ghost realm, by the way.
Yeah.
She looks
Nothing
at you
gets past this chick.
She looks at you very intently, and almost by magic, your spellbook comes unbuckled, and it is before her.
What you got there?
Yoink.
She starts thumbing through some of the pages while you eat. What's your response to this, Turtle?
I was like, yeah, it's my list of spells I collected so far. I'm recently trying to learn all I can about magic after I came across these supplies on my island.
Hey,
Snaps her
don't
fingers
forget who
again.
threw you some.
What?
She snaps her fingers, and every single one of you that took damage is at full health now.
Oh, sweet. I'm back to full HP.
Turtle, don't you
she's
remember I gave you spell books from the?
no, he already
I
no,
obtained some.
no, he already turned them all into his own spellbook.
Oh, okay, good.
That's why he's like currently kind of broke
I see.
because of how wizards work. She looks at you and she says, "You know, these spells aren't worth that much. Some of them are all right. But you seem to only want to use magic for its power and only have some utility spells. Magic is everything and everyone." And then a pin drops and the room is dead
Oh no!
silent.
I wanted to make sure nobody else had anything to say, and then Ramos would say, "Does that mean that I'm magic?"
That sounds like some
Yo, me
troll.
too.
Yeah,
Me
I'm
too.
magic.
Me too.
Just like genuinely confused.
She looks at all of you and she says, "Yes, every single one of you at some point has magic within you. Some of you call it spirit. Some of you call it an undesiring soul, like my friend Asterix over here calls it. However, in some way or form, magic binds every single one of us. It's just people who are more inept at magic can use magic."
So when do you pull out the Kool-Aid?
What?
Huh?
It's a cold joke. I'm saying it's very, very cold leader talk.
Hey man, she's like the best mage out there, isn't she?
She's considered to be one of the greatest wizards of her time. And she was feared so much. You actually have to ask her more before you say anything else.
Ooh, feared, you say?
Oh no!
You gotta ask her.
Wait, I don't know. I can't ask her why she was feared because that was out of character.
You can ask her why she's in the house, though. I will help you
Yeah.
somewhat.
Okay, why are you in the house?
What house?
This house, the one we're sitting in currently, that you just like poofed up.
This isn't a house.
What is it?
This is a castle.
Okay, why are we in castle?
Castle is a physical manifestation of my magical power.
Pretty big fucking castle.
I could go gaudy. This isn't gaudy.
Well, let's see it. Come on, do it.
We're inside. It wouldn't matter. You wouldn't see the outside.
Yeah, we can go outside after when we leave. We'll see.
Why do you want to know why I'm in this house? She turns it back to house, but only to like retort your own words, your own sentence.
I don't know. I mean, kind of conjure a house up out of nowhere. I'd like to know the specifics about said house or castle or whatever you want to call it.
I don't conjure the house. I move the house. It's a moving castle.
Huh. So how does Go ahead, Turtle.
Oh, like so similar to how conjuration wizards are able to teleport themselves between two places at once.
Do not belittle me to such level as conjuration.
Oh, that was a bad thing to say.
So how do you move the castle if it's not conjuring it?
I move between the Feylands.
That doesn't. So do you move the castle between the Feylands in whatever the fuck we're in?
Yes.
Be like you get from point A to point B via point C, where C is a different dimension.
Yes, basically.
Bro,
That's
she's
basically
seeing in
it.
4D. Honestly,
You're like all playing 2D chess. She's playing like quadruple chess in the corner.
There is a
over here.
5D chess game.
yeah,
I know.
She looks so sick.
I know. That's basically what she's playing while all of you are playing checkers.
5D chess looks actually amazing. I'm gonna get into it.
You know what?
5D
Your
chess, he
phone?
said.
Oh, okay, yeah. So anyone can ask anything.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead, Turtle.
Oh, it's like after we finish our meal, would it be alright if I went look through your library to see if I can learn more about more about magic?
She laughs. And she's like, who needs a library? I only use them for
everyone.
reading books.
Still, nothing's better than a good book.
But you asked for magic books.
Oh yeah. Maybe any.
She
magic
rolls up
pointers
her
or something.
outfit. The first time you've ever seen her outfit from her forearm is magic spells wrapped all the way around. Each one's a different spell.
No, that's a good way not to forget things.
Well, if you don't know, you can actually make your spell book tattoo.
Yeah, you can make it up on your skin.
Yeah,
That's
so
sick.
I guess you have to like
Now you
roll
can
and like an Arcana check to like be able to read them or something.
damn. Do you know Elvish?
Let's see. Let me check my character sheet.
I know every language technically.
You know every language spoken, not written.
True.
Oh wait, never mind. All I know is Aquan, Common, Elvish, Goblin. But that's just spoken. not
Wait, you
written,
just-
so-
Oh, okay. I was about to say you just said Elvish.
Yeah, Elvish. But
So do you
said it was
ask
only
her?
for spoken.
So do you ask her if you want to read her body?
I mean,
I
it
get
seems
asked
like
this while I was. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll just ask her about it, about her like if I can read the spells.
Do you know how to speak and read Elvish?
I do dabble a bit in Elvish talk.
She looks at you, and she rolls down her sleeve. Looks at you more intently, and she says, "Some of the spells I know will break you."
Is that a challenge?
I just imagine it's the potion seller guy.
You can't find this potion.
Hey, all you guys are watching this
More like a
happen.
warlock.
Cool. Her?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, no, she's right. Most of the spells she knows, you can't even learn.
Yeah, they're probably like 9th level or something.
Yep. She knows a lot. She knows like a lot, and I mean a lot of spells. But still, can't just give you like a fucking doorway to every single spell in the game.
Yeah, but if you're like just read about it, not like learning when to like add one to my book or something.
So as you eat, you notice more and more comforts of your home appear around you. Each and every single one of your guys' home, or what you consider to be home.
My own shell. I never seen it before, apart from in my reflection.
It's like a tiny miniature. in a bottle.
I turned to Morgana and asked her how she met Asterix and what led her to putting Asterix on the coin.
Asterix, I found when she was around 14 years old. The Stormlord had washed her up on the beach I was currently on, and she was barely alive. And why I bound her to the coin is because what plagues these lands, none of you would survive a fight against it.
Not even her?
Well, she said none of you. She didn't imply Asterix.
Mm,
She's saying that's why she gave you Asterix.
I see. But what led her to put so did she just put Asterix onto the coin out of character, obviously? Did she put Asterix on the coin like as we were leaving?
Yeah, don't you remember? Aiden went to go give her the coin. She wrapped her hands around his hands, and that's when she enters the Fey runes into it for the map and Asterix.
Okay, I guess my next question is then, where was Asterix before she was on the coin?
Well, Asterix can answer that, but okay. Wait, are you asking me or her?
I mean, I'm kind of just asking her, considering she's the one putting her on the thing to begin with.
Well, do you know how Fade Death work?
Do I have to roll history for that?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
With disadvantage, since Fae are... It has to be disadvantaged, though, since Fae are very secretive.
Okay. I know that their what's it called, doesn't work the same way as ours. Their afterlife, it's like a little bit different.
Yep.
I rolled a 13.
You have not really heard of this. You need a really high roll for this, but you've not really heard of this. But she explains to you that when the Fae die, only their bodies die. Their physical presence and that get reabsorbed into the earth or whatever deity they follow. Asterix, however, was designated by her spirit and by following the Stormlord to be a great warrior that could be called on whenever the land was in great peril. Astrid actually harbors the end of the Sword Coast, and she is the Storm before the end of Storm Coast in legend.